building this house in other states would probably cost 3 or 4 times the cost. Governor of Ebonyi State combines his engineering acumen, his sense of frugality and economy, his continuous general social relationship, which has a capacity for making you to subdue your profit motive in order to just admire a man who is anxious to make a difference within so short a time.
Well, you had me said he has expanded economically, socially, and so there is no doubt that it is no longer what it used to be. And that is why I suggested that he should set up a Ebonyi State Investment Development Agency so that it can drive and market opportunities.
I think we've done so well. We've almost overtaken all of the other states around us. But in terms of infrastructure development, you also see that we have done very, very well. The governor has actually excelled in that area, because you see a situation where people come to Ebonyi, they will not know it's in Ebonyi. They have come to our state capital, go to our roots. So I think if you combine these two, we have done so well, so exceedingly well.
I don't. If I bring my car here, I don't have to worry about it breaking down because the roads are made out of concrete. Versus third roads, you see that you patch every 6 months. That the concrete roads will last forever. I would leave all of us. We're very proud of it, sir.
During our campaign period, he didn't talk much about promises, but all he was saying is, I'm not coming to Ebonyi to make money. I am coming to make Ebonyi grow. I'm coming to give Ebonyi a new face. I'm coming to make name for Ebonyi. And when he came in, even under recession in Nigeria, he surprised everybody.
The state government of Ebonyi is extremely committed to improve the rice production and therefore increase the livelihood of many smallholder farmers. What we saw is that actually under the value chain development program there is social mobilization of the groups. So groups have started to think about how to produce rice and then link to market.
In a nutshell, one can say that in infrastructure, Ebonyi State under His Excellency, Engineer Chief David Umahi, FNSE FNATE, enjoys a Midas touch as the state with the best and most durable road network among the states of Nigeria. It is now a testimony everywhere that in Nigeria today, Ebonyi has the most beautiful capital city, biggest ecumenical center, biggest light tunnel, biggest shopping mall, biggest international market, smoothest road network, biggest fertilizer blending plant in Southeast, biggest rice milling plant and rice milling clusters, biggest pulverization plant, biggest mushroom farm, highest number of flyovers after Abuja and Lagos, most aesthetic water fountains with Africa's biggest water fountains, biggest stadium and biggest airport after Abuja and Lagos, most beautiful government house and street light that shines 12 hours non-stop. Today, the people of Ebonyi State are beginning to savour the benefits of Governor Umahi's achievements. Apart from investors that are now trooping to Ebonyi State, Socio-economic Performance Index has geometrically increased. Ebonyi State today has been delisted from the map of educationally underprivileged states, has consistently come within 10 best states in WAEC performance, produced the best JAMB candidate in medicine and surgery in Nigeria in 2017 NUC Education Index. Out of 774 local government areas in Nigeria, a local government area in Ebonyi State came first as having the highest number of students that gained admission into various universities in Nigeria 2017 NUC Education Index. The first and perhaps the only state in Nigeria that has created Ministry of Human Capital Development as recommended by World Bank and International Monetary Fund in a colloquium with Nigerian Governors Forum in 2017. Maternal mortality ratio is adjudged one of the best in Nigeria by World Bank 2018 Health Index. Phillips Performance Index rates Ebonyi State among the 10 best states in Nigeria in economic development performance. Ebonyi State is one of the best 5 states in 2020 States Fiscal Sustainability Index. It is one of the 3 best states in rice production and processing in Nigeria, and one of the frontline states in the implementation of the projects of the International Fund for Agricultural Development Value Chain Development Agency, IFAD VCDP. All these efforts are courtesy of a man of the people, a nationalist and bridge builder, an excellent performer, His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi, FNSEF Nate, Governor of Ebonyi State, Chairman, Southeast Governors Forum, and Co-Chairman, Southern Governors Forum.
I started with the impartations, but let me now go back to the issues of empowerment. The governor thinks that development is twin-based. We have the physical infrastructure, we have the human infrastructure, and it's combining these two things at the same time. Don't forget, God in his creation, first of all, gave the environment. Is it not true? He now created a human being to drive the environment. And that's the way the governor thinks. That infrastructure is very critical. Environment is critical. The human development is very, very critical. Because the human that drives the physical, the infrastructure. And now what did he do? He now began to do things differently in the area of empowerment. He understood our situation, that we used to have the highest number of hawkers along the cities of Nigeria. And the governor was so mad about that and said he must change the narrative. And it's going to take a lot of time, but he thinks that it must be done. He started by going to Lagos. He went to Lagos and introduced what is called Street to Skill Empowerment Program. And his idea of Street to Skill Empowerment Program is to really look at the hawkers in the streets of Lagos, take them away, give them skills, that is by capacity building, training and retraining, and entrepreneurship programs, in vocational programs, even artisans, even craftsmen, even technicians, even entrepreneurs, businessmen, get them and train them in their choice trades, are now empowered each with 250,000. And it's a total of 520 number. Whatever figure I give you is accurate, is 100%. There is no exaggeration. There is no underestimation. There is no even estimation at all. And so 520 number people. On the quality of local government, each local government has 40 number persons, youths and women, that were empowered. And it's a total of 130 million. Go and check it out, you see. 250,000 tons. 520 is 130 million naira. And he gave them. This money is grant, free of charge. He came back to Ebonyi State, and those that are within the shores of this, he said, no, we must empower them. He had to get stakeholders to aggregate, poor youths, women, even those that are graduates who want to go into our vocational programs, entrepreneurship. And they were trained. 3,000 number. He gave them the same amount of money, 250,000 each. And if you calculate it, that's 750 million. He gave them free of charge again. He now went to Anambra in a meeting they had in Anambra and saw Ebonyans into barrel pushing. Some were professing hip-hop so strongly and seriously at that time. If you recall what happened when the governors of the South said, no, hip-hop should not continue like this. What did the governor do as a palliative? He assembled them and said, can you identify trades? At the end of the day, it was concluded that tricycles should be bought and be given to them. The governor now have to aggregate a total of 400 number youths and women. 140 in Onisha, and 260, if you calculate it, is 400 in the shores of the state. But he's looking at the barrow pushers, looking at the Okada riders, and hip-hop people that have repented and said, no, they want to get something doing. Of course, idleness causes a lot of things, a lot of agitation that may not necessarily be good. The material time, because negotiation is the best. One American president would say it is better to judge war than to war, and that's the way to go. even in our Nigerian context where we have a lot of issues. My dear brother and sister, all over the place in the whole world, the best thing to do is not to war, but is to church up. And with God being on our side, seeing the justice in our position, and seeing the marginalization we have suffered, God will cause the hearts of kings to melt. The Bible says that you will continue to move until it is even the king that holds you something will put down his hand and give it to you. That person whose turn it is, it will be given to that person. And so that's the philosophy that informed this idea of the government. So he did what we call a tricycle empowerment program. That tricycle was bought at the cost of 650,000 each. It's a total of 260 million point something. He bought it. He bought it in a company that's called TVS company in Lagos. That's Indian tricycle company. He bought it at it cost. You know, the same day, one state came the same day to buy 1,000 tricycles. The governor came to buy 400 because of our distance. The governor bought at 650. That state bought at 1,050,000. I don't exaggerate. I'm not reading from anywhere. I'm telling you the way it is. The same company, the same day, the same receipt, the same TVS brand new tricycle. You can see a man of prudence, a man of transparency, a man of passion to serve his people, to serve selflessly. And that is the governor for you. Do you know when he came back in Ebonyi State? What did he do? He had to give this thing free of charge. Grant, 650,000 per person. That's the meaning, the worth of the tricycle. But there in that state, do you know what they did? They gave it as a facility to be paid over 3 years with interest. What a very wonderful, a governor of compassion. And now he came back again and said, we should look at nationalism. We should look at encouraging unity, love in our nation. He made sure that no less than 90% of the streets of the metropolis, both the metropolis and the satellite towns, have street lights. And like I said, the ingenuity that he adopted makes it possible that no sabotage at all does happen. If there is any case of spoiled bulb, the next minute it is checked. And we have never recorded. That's really something we need to appreciate about the government. Of course, that's what he also used to beautify the light tunnels, all the flyovers. When you go, you see beautiful lighting system. And that has encouraged nightlife, and that has also reduced drastically the case of insecurity. Ebonyi State has the safest, security situation among the states of the Federation. As a commissioner, I drive myself. I walk through the street. I mingle with the ordinary persons like me, and we interact just like what we see in the United States, where a president will walk around, go to buy something in the market. That is what happens here. If the governor is passing, they will be hailing. Hey, Akubaroha, Akubaroha, and they will be hailing. Why? Because he has really done the yearnings of the people. He's a man that came. Before he came, he was prepared by God. He moved around the communities as a party chairman, and moved around the communities as a dedicated deputy governor. And so he knows where it pinches. And so he had to track and tackle aggressively all the issues, our deficits in infrastructure, our human capital deficits, and all the issues. Before, sir, you are from Abia, perhaps you from Anambra State. We had issues of inferiority complex. I will not shy away from mentioning that. But today, if there's anything like superiority complex, we have it. We can boldly tell you that we have come of age, that Ebonyi State is now a shining light. It's a center of excellence. It's truly the salt of the nation. We can boldly tell you that today, Ebonyi is a signpost of excellence. It's a reference point in good governance. We can boldly welcome you to say, come to Ebonyi. Can you come and pass a night in Ebonyi instead? You can boldly say, investor, please, we want you to come. We have got the environment, we have got the security, we have got the infrastructure, we have got the personnel, the human capital. And we have got the cheap labor too to drive it because of our nature of integrity and honesty. We can tell you that we believe in one Nigeria. We believe that the labors of our heroes past shall never, never be in vain. We are not canvassing for separatism or for secession. I am speaking as Commissioner for Information. We are conversing for a united Nigeria where there will be love, egalitarian society, where things will be done the way they should be done. And that's the prayer of the people of Ebonyi State. So we don't belong to those that are saying we must, be Biafra. No, because we believe that one day the dreams of our founding fathers. I watched the inaugural speech of President Sir Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and I was shedding tears. How passionate the man was about a united nation. When he spoke, he invited Tafawa Balewa, he invited Awolowo, he invited Ahmadu Bello. He said, let us build Nigeria of our choice. Hey, and I believe that that dream should not be allowed to quench for reasons of provocation, for reasons of marginalization. We must get here. God is in control in this country, I assure you. And that is the way to go. I believe that one day we shall have another Nnamdi Azikiwe in Nigeria. And this time around we unite us, and all the woes, all the wounds will be healed. We strongly believe, because there is strength in number, there is strength in this nation called Nigeria, if we can continue to be together in unity and in love. And that is the dream and the passion of the governor. And that is why we feel that our governor is really an exporting material. He's not a local material. He's a man that we need to study. I call him an institution. The governor is an institution. If you want to talk about him in the area of passion, you continue to study him and you will never get it. All the things that we have done in Ebonyi State as a people, as a government, they are his brainchild. He conceptualizes them. He tells you, Commissioner, look at the way it should be done. And so we are striving, running, to see if we can have 5% of his ideas. And his ideas are germane. His ideas are perfect. His ideas are, of course, he's a man of creativity. His creative ingenuity is second to none. Has no part two. It only has part one. And so these are the issues about Ebonyi State and our governor. And I want to thank you. Thank you and God bless you.